On Tuesday, Central Bank of Nigeria reiterated that in accordance with President Buhari's direction, only the outdated 200 Naira notes would be reissued and circulated alongside the newly designed 200 Naira notes. Thus, the central bank encouraged the public to disregard a story that claimed, or rather a fake notice that claimed that the president had authorized the reissuance and release of old 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira notes as well. Central Bank, of course, has issued a warning against false information on the Naira redesign strategy, threatening to look into, detain, and prosecute anyone responsible. This was contained in a statement released by the CBN's Edward Adamu, Deputy Governor of Corporate Services, and Osisa Nwanisobi, Director of Corporate Communications, on Tuesday, in response, of course, to that fictitious press release that was posted also on the First Lady's Instagram profile and claimed, of course, that those old 500 and 1,000 Naira notes would continue to be valid until May the 1st. Now, we should point out that the First Lady did say that her account was hacked and that she denied actually posting this on her Instagram post. So again, just to put that in perspective. Now, the Oyo State Residential Electoral Commissioner, Dr. Ramon Adediran-Otella, has said that the Central Bank of Nigeria has provided cash for the commission to cater for logistics and payments of ad hoc staff in response to concerns that the current cash crunch in the nation caused by the Naira redesign may affect the electoral performance and exercise of the Independent National Electoral Commission. On Saturday, they stressed that the commission was completely prepared and outfitted to have an election without any hitch, while making the declaration while addressing journalists at the Correspondence Chapel of the Oyo Mokola Ibadan branch. All right, Arise business analyst Chika Mbono is with us to talk about these developments. Chika, you're very welcome.
Happy birthday to you.
Chika,
to our viewers, yes. Today is our uncle's birthday.
Well, thank you so much, sir. You're too kind.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Our wishes, one, you should get married.
Oh, Lord.
Quickly. You promised your mom, you told us that you want to pass your mom's gene.
Yes, to the next generation
this year.
Yes.
Now, we only have March for the baby to born this year. You must marry before end of March.
That is correct.
Otherwise, there's going to be a problem. So,
Indeed.
we're hoping that you bring this woman to the elders so that we can
assess
whatever.
Indeed. Thank you,
Be
sir.
that man.
Yes.
So much at stake.
Yes.
While we're waiting for the Central Supreme Court.
Yes. Today, yes, that's the decision of the
session now. I'm not a jurist. I'm not a lawyer. I would love to see how the Supreme Court will balance this. Whether it will open, a can of worms along the route. For example, if CBN can finish an MPC meeting and say interest rate today is 15%, and somebody will take CBN to court and say no, it should be 18%. Well, let's leave it to the lawyers. And we hope that Supreme Court will give us the best for the nation. But it speaks so much of our country. Speaks so much of our country because of the issues that stay at play. The first one is election. An election, the quality of election. Now, we have known always in the past that a lot of election results we had in the country were contrived.
Indeed.
That's why some governors will come and tell you that, we will give the man 25% of the votes. As if in my state, I need 27 local government areas, Imo State, and maybe 3 million voters. So you just calculate it so that you just give 25% to somebody. You control the, I'm from Olo, you control the voters in that village, so that only 25%. I mean, how does it work? It just speaks of the fact that in the past, our elections were contrived. You needed to know the GOC, you needed to know the police commissioner, and so many things happened between the voting point and the collation centers, and snatching and result being changed, and so on and so forth. And that's why we pleaded with INEC. Thank God for the house. This one area that we clap for the two houses. You know how I feel about them.
Of course we do.
The letter, they did well, that one. And each time that the voting process gets better, each time our votes count, then I'm going to end up in cash in a minute.
Of course.
Each time our votes count, it means that, we are putting the people that we're voting for under pressure. Of course. And, the accountability is higher. And they will go back and do their work. And so you see some governors who throughout their tenure, they owe more than 1 year of salary to staff. Pensioners are not being paid. Contractors are not being paid. The roads in the capitals are very poorly done. They're driving $600,000 kind of Escalade and so on and so forth. In states that just go and share FAC allocation, don't contribute to anything. Some of them, the internally generated revenue is just 10% of the total revenue. The only thing they get is the FAC allocation. Now, all the weapon they have is what? To buy voters. That's why, the hoopla the noise level in this
Election.
has been very high, especially with the new notes and old notes issues. But be that as it may, like I've spoken so much in this program,
of course,
there are opportunities for us, to move this country to the next level.
Yeah.
Let our votes count. Let people become more accountable. But for the central bank and the banking sector, also there are challenges.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we didn't have the spare capacity in the industry. That an increase in the number of people who migrated to online channels suddenly literally collapsed the system.
Yeah.
I did some transactions. I tried to do something. We do these things there practically.
Of course.
I did some transactions, and some of them said error. And then subsequently, when I got alert, I paid my baba 2 times. But all were error.
Yeah.
But they were ultimately debited
from your account.
So there are some transactions I did on a Friday. By Monday morning the next, that's when I was getting alerts for them.
Wow.
So assuming you're in the market trying to buy goods, you're gonna be a problem. Somebody who does all this cake thing told me she went to the market to buy flour. The customer accepted to get a transfer.
Okay.
But the issue was that she didn't. It was about 10 in the night.
When it's finally
when we went through that, the woman said, "See, you can come and collect your goods the next day."
Wow.
So the system, the banking system, the central bank must work together to make sure that as people move towards these channels, they identify the key problems. And as I've enumerated them here, include the fact that 1, the alerts must almost be simultaneous, concurrent.
Yeah.
2, the reversal in transactions when the error should be done almost immediately, so that people get the credits. 3, the bottom of the pyramid, lower people who do lower transactions are the people we should have a moratorium on charges, so that no when you're transferring 500 naira, you are charged 100 naira and thereabouts.
Right.
So transaction cost is very high.
Yeah.
So those are scenarios, things that have to be done. It's not surprising, therefore, that we saw what happened to the desperation is so high.
That is fake notice.
So you see the fake notice. So our first lady, honorable first lady, her account was hacked. Surprise. They can declare war. War can be declared through her account. They can post something there that just says the north and the east people should fight each other. And it's from the first lady's account.
Yeah.
So this is a very serious issue, really. That I think she pleaded with the DSS and so on to make her account hack free. So it just shows you the level of desperation. There's this urge, desperation to this old 1,500.
It is so serious.
I mean, but it shouldn't be worried. We shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Because remember, CBN got about 2.1 billion already, trillion already.
Yeah.
We're looking for about 2.7 trillion.
Yeah.
So we have about 600 billion still on account.
So still floating around somewhere there.
So where are this money?
Someone
tells us that in warehouses somewhere,
waiting to be
this.
Deployed.
Because if you saw, I kept shaking my head. Saw the crowd in the central banks. Why have these people all this while? 3 months plus.
Since when it was announced.
Yeah. Not going to central bank. Central bank said that some people brought 41 million, 81 million, 10 million. Why didn't they go to the bank all this while?
Yeah.
We interviewed somebody said, it's Nigeria. They always postpone. And it happens in JAB, it happens in everywhere.
NIN, all those deadlines and so on.
He said he was dragging all his systems back like this.
Wow.
He said that he just knew they're going to postpone it. But the scenario, if you want to get into CBN says you can bring your money, they will accept it and credit you for it.
Yeah.
You just have to pass through some processes,
of course,
to make sure that it's bona fide. There's no problem with that. So everybody, bring your money. Your own notes, they will accept it.
Yeah.
If you blow 500,000 naira, you go to your bank, and the bank will feed the CBN. After filling the CBN portal, you go to your bank and drop it. But let's see, election is here. Our citizens. Remember that is a very important point for us.
It is.
Let's remember those who shaved our head, shaved our skin when it was the rainy season. Let's remember those who worked hard. Those who gave our votes and they have not used it rightly, and are trying to buy those votes now, with our own money. The money they're paying you, remember, represent salaries unpaid they have taken away.
Very true.
Pensioners, money they're taken away. The potholes and the bad roads in your place, they're not built. The poor medical centers they're not built. Those are money they're trying to give. It's your money that trying to give back. So, as one lawyer said, I will not say it on air. Be careful what you do. I'm not going to tell you whether you should take the money or not.
Right.
But remember to make the right decision. Because the decisions you make now will affect us for the next 4 and 8 years.
Yeah.
May the best person win.
Oh, yeah.
We just know what to require.
Arise business analyst Chika Mbonu with a public service announcement to vote wisely. Chika, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time.